Welcome to Flex's Comedy Shorts, brought to you by your host Flex. This week's episode brought to you by Flex. What more can I say? It's brought to you by Flex. What the fuck do you want? That's my name. Fuckers, this is Flex with a little short for you, a little comedy essential so short for you to have a laugh at. It's called Dairy and the Spark Plug. See, my cousin had this go-kart, and it was a nice go-kart. It had a horizontally mounted motor, and it had a kill switch on the top that you had to flick. You didn't want to touch that baby and hold it down on the spark plug, or it'd spark your ass, man. Zappo! So, anyway, all the time my little cousin Dairy wanted to shut it off. I want to shut it off. I want to shut it off. I want to shut it off. So finally one day we're like, okay, we'll let him. So he goes up and he walks up there, and my other cousin says, yeah, he says, grab a hold of it and shut her down. So he grabs a hold of it and he rode that thing down. Holy shit, did he scream and cry. Funniest thing I ever seen. Funny, it made me laugh my ass off. Back in the older days when I used to imbibe quite a bit, we used to strap a cooler onto the back of my motorcycle, my Honda 504 with the sissy bar. We'd put the beers in the cooler, and then I'd drive around with the cooler, and everybody else could, partake in the beer as we traveled from place to place. Well, one time we were going through the park, and we were going to leave, and I thought it'd be cool to jump the ditch coming out of the park. So I get some speed going up, and I'm motoring along. Well, Murphy, he's behind me on his bike. He's getting some speed motoring up. Like a dumbass, he wipes out into a tree and smashes his bike all up. I get to the ditch. Roomba! Give her the gas and jumped her up on the road and put her sideways. Just like the sweetest picture. There was Murph laying back there all wrecked and shit. His bike all fucked up and trashed. God, it was funny. Yeah, even though I'm past the statute. Cut! Take two. Hey, motherfuckers, this is Flex with a little comedy short for you. I hesitate to tell this story even though we're past the statute of limitations, but a certain teacher one time, when I had to go to the bathroom really bad, I kicked the door because it was locked, and I had to take a shit, and he kicked me in the ass, and I turned around because I thought it was another student. I was going to kick his ass, and I went to kick him, and I kicked him in the balls, and here it was a teacher. And so I fucking figured, I might as well go for broke, so I put him over the railing, which, we had these stairs, and then we had a railing that went over the edge of the stairs, and you'd look down, and it was 20 feet down, man. I had him hanging by the fucking railing, screaming inside, don't let me down, don't let me fall, don't let me fall. It was the funniest thing I ever seen, man. Teacher begging for mercy. What a change. Every year at church for around Halloween, we used to have a haunted house, and the upperclassmen would come in and, they'd set up a little haunted house thing and stuff, try and scare you and do things to you and stuff. And one year I went, and first they tried, running their hands on the floor underneath through some cardboard holes and some stuff, and, scare you. And it's all I heard was, crunch! And I stepped on somebody's hand. I think I broke it. That was pretty funny. And then these guys kept trying to jump out of the shadows from you, and scare you. They jump out. Well, finally the last guy jumped out. He was wearing one of them plastic Batman masks, and all I heard was his face crunching up when I hit that mask because he scared the shit out of me, and I hit him. That was funny. When they turned the lights on, it was nothing but blood and mayhem. What a great night. Hey, motherfuckers, this Flex is a little comedy short for you. This one's from my dad back in his old days. Him and his brother, one day, were trolling the corner. Thought it would be funny if they chucked marbles at cars. So they was walking along, chucking marbles at cars, having a good old time. And pretty soon they chucked one, and the car stopped and backed up. The guy's like, hey, you little son of a bitch. You hit my buddy right in the eye with a marble, poked it out. And they was halfway home running their asses off, scared as shit, before they heard all the laughing and the guys pointing at them, having a good time with them. It was funnier than hell. Ha! Yeah, this Flex motherfuckers, have a nice day, giving you a little comedy, bringing you along your way. I'm a poet, my feet don't show it, and I don't know it. Ha ha ha. Anyway, back in the day, this is way back in the high school days, I grew up in southern Minnesota, and when the fall came and spring came, we got beautiful snow for snowballs. And of course, the rule around school was you didn't throw snowballs, but we always did. And I got this one slush ball, man. I mean, that baby was sweet, man. I think it had some rocks in it and some cigarette butts, and it was just awesome slush ball. And Jorgie drives by in his citation, man. I opened up on that baby, let it fly, went right in his window, right in his ear, and you could just hear the slush squish in his ear. Squish! It was great. He screamed. I was just getting ready to get another one together. I got it all packed out, and I'm getting ready to let loose with another one because he's still recovering from the first one. I throw my arm back, and what? Something grabbed my arm. I couldn't. And here was the school cop. He busted me. 2 days ISS for snowballing. What a drag. But it was worth it. Yeah, when we was kids, we used to pull this shenanigan called the purse trick, where we'd take a fishing reel and line and tie it to the end of a purse, and then put the purse out in the street where someone would run over it, and then they'd back up and see the purse, think they'd found a gold mine, they'd go to grab it, and we'd yank it right out of their fucking hand. Worked great, just hilarious, man. We had the biggest times with that. Anyway, we're over to a friend's house. He's using his dad's $90 bait casting reel to do the purse trick, and the purse gets caught underneath the axle of a car, and we all stand there and watch in horror as the leaded line reels off of the bait caster. None of us smart enough to get a knife out or anything and cut it off, and watching it just go zzz, till it hit the end and went snap ting, and up the road it went behind the car. Ba 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 ting 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 ting. Yeah, that was funny. It was funny because it wasn't my dad's bait caster. Yeah, this flex with the motherfucking funny for you. This is kind of funny. I don't know. It's kind of sick and politically incorrect, but I don't care. Give a fuck. Just listen to it. It's funny. The neighbor kids, for whatever reason, got this genius hair up their ass, an idea that they would get a wheelchair out and get in a wheelchair, and then we lived right by a busy highway, and they would get on the sidewalk and then tip the wheelchair over right in front when a car went by. I mean, not like to get run over by the car, but so that the car would see it. And all for like 4 hours they're doing this. People are stopping and helping them up and stuff. And finally they got busted. It was funnier than hell when they got busted. The same car came by twice and realized that they'd been had. So the cops showed up, fucking threw them in cuffs, bounced their ass in the back of the car. Made me laugh anyway.